How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's your boy here, Willing&Able here, back with another one. And today, I got a good one for y'all. So I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and I came up with this scenario, right? Well, God gave it to me because I know they went from me. And I was telling her some advice, right? And I said, stop settling for an apartment when you're supposed to get a house. I'm going to say that again. Stop settling for an apartment when you're supposed to get a house. Let me tell you how this came along. So I was telling my friend about how, somebody that I know was paying a lot of money for an apartment. And he told me that instead of getting this apartment, he should have got a house. And I should do the same thing. And I told her that I've been hearing that from multiple people to get, a house instead of an apartment because you paying too much for something that is not worth. I'm gonna say it again. You paying for something, you paying too much for something that is not worth. You're overpaying. So in life, when we try to get these things, whether that's relationship, whether that's a new car, whether that's a new friendship, you put so much effort and time to it when you're not supposed to put that effort and time into that, but you're supposed to put it into something else, maybe like a hobby, or maybe you're going for the wrong person in a relationship. You should be going to James instead of Jordan, or you should be going to Caitlin instead of what's a girl name? Yeah, Jessica. There we go. You should be going to that. And I'm not picking on nobody that called that. That those are the names that popped in my head. Don't argue with me. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. But for real, on a serious note, like we settle for something that's quick and fast, and we end up paying for it in the long run. Saying, "Dang, I should have did this instead of doing this. Now I'm paying for it. Now it don't have to be money. Now it could be you paying for it emotionally. Like you getting into the wrong relationship. Now you're in a divorce when you should have just went into the relationship that God had for you. And ain't talking to myself, talking to myself. You should have went into the relationship that God has had for you, but you were so busy trying to settle too early, aka get an apartment because I can move out my parent house, or I can move out my college dorm and get this apartment. It's cheap, it's cheap. It turns out you end up paying more over the years, and you could have had 2 or 3 houses by now. Meaning you could have had your whole husband or whole wife right now, but you settled for an apartment. Hmm. Oh, I put it to you like this. You got a challenger outside your house right now. And I ain't coming for nobody who do. Hey, you got a challenger. God bless you. It might have been God blessing for you. But you got a challenger outside right now paying a car note of $900 when you could have got another car and paid $300 a month for it, then saved that car, paid that car off, and now your credit score good enough for you to get that challenger, and the payment for that challenger ain't never but the same as your old car, 300 something, because your credit good. Come on now, tell me my father can't do it. A lot of times we settle for things that's quick and fast, and they fizzle out the same way, and they leave behind nothing but trauma, depression, debt, PTSD, and all types of bad stuff. When we wait and have what God has in store for us, it'll be good. Stop settling for this stuff, man. And sis, stop settling for it. Stop. You're destroying yourself. You're causing yourself more pain, more burden than you were supposed to ever have. You ain't even supposed to go through this, matter of fact. Stop trying to get that apartment and get that house, man. Think about it. A house, you could build your own house. You can't build your own apartment. You could design your own house from the top, from the foundation to the roof of what you want in that house. It's yours. You paying for it to be yours. When you paying for an apartment, it's never yours. Don't you think? Like, I pay for an apartment in X amount of years. I didn't pay for a house 2 times over. Hmm. That's why me right now, like, I think about some stuff like that. Like, if I pay for this now, yes, it's gonna cost me a lot of money right now. But down the road, will I have to pay for something better? No, because I already paid for it the first time. AKA, I already waited on God to bless me, and now my blessing here. I don't have to go wait on Him again for the same blessing that he could have gave me, that he gave me, but I missed it 10 years ago or a year ago. Like, and it's not the best quality because I already seen what I could have had. Or it's even better because God could do it better too. Now, hey, I ain't down my God. But you gotta really think to yourself, like, am I doing this to get some fast? Or am I doing this to get some good? Hmm. A lot of times in life we rush towards the fast stuff because it's more popular. Like most people moving into an apartment, don't you see that? Like, I don't know nobody that moved into a house, like for real. I don't know nobody my age that moved into a house. Everybody moving out their parent house to an apartment. Hmm. But why won't you stay with your parents a little longer? And hey, I'm still with my folks. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm still with my parents. But why would you stay with your parents a little longer until you could build that finance? So when you move out your parents' house, ooh, I'm finna get you with this one. You move out your parent house to your own house. AKA you move out from one blessing to another. AKA you move out from one house to another house. God used me. Why? Why would you sit down and stay with your parents for a little bit and then get what you actually want? Hmm. Sometimes it take a little time, but eventually you'll get it. And it's this saying that says, what does it say? Ah, I just went blank, y'all. Come on. Anything worth fighting for is anything worth it is worth fighting for. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? That that equivalent to me because anything you want in life, you have to work for it. And when you work for it and it turns out to be good, it might take you a couple years to get it, but it turns out to be good and you turn out to enjoy it. But that's all for this episode. I really, 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 really hope this helped you. Again, ask yourself, apartments or a house? I'm choosing a house. What are you choosing? But you have a blessed, prosperous, productive day. May the Lord bless you. Peace.